Nikola Tesla, the visionary behind the electric future. Nikola Tesla was a man ahead of his time, a brilliant inventor whose ideas shaped the world we live in today. Born on July 10, 1856, in Smiljan, a small village in the Austrian Empire, modern-day Croatia, Tesla's roots were Serbian, and he would later become a naturalized American citizen. From an early age, Tesla had a deep curiosity about the world, especially when it came to electricity. His early life, full of intense intellectual pursuits, laid the foundation for the incredible innovations he would go on to create. The spark of genius, Tesla's education started in the 1870s when he studied engineering and physics, though he never graduated. Despite this, his thirst for knowledge and groundbreaking ideas quickly set him apart. By the early 1880s, Tesla had gained practical experience working in telephony and in the growing electric power industry at Continental Edison in Europe. But it was in the United States that his true genius would begin to shine. In 1884, Tesla immigrated to America, determined to make a name for himself. Arriving in New York with little more than his ideas and a letter of recommendation, he began working for Thomas Edison at Edison Machine Works. Tesla's time there was short-lived. He soon became frustrated with Edison's commitment to direct current, DC electricity, which he believed was inefficient. This marked the beginning of his pursuit of a revolutionary new system, alternating current, AC. The battle of currents, Tesla's ideas on AC were radical. He believed that alternating current could efficiently transmit electricity over long distances, something Edison's DC system could not do. With financial backing from businessman George Westinghouse, Tesla patented his AC induction motor and polyphase system, which became the foundation for modern electricity distribution. In the 1880s, the battle between Edison's DC system and Tesla's AC became a public spectacle. Known as the War of Currents, Tesla's vision of AC power ultimately triumphed, especially after his inventions were put to use in the construction of the world's first major power plants, including the one at Niagara Falls in 1895. This achievement marked the dawn of the AC-powered electrical grid that powers much of the world today. Dreams of a wireless world, Tesla was not content with just transforming electricity. He had dreams of a world where energy could be transmitted wirelessly across great distances. In the 1890s, Tesla relocated to New York City and began experimenting with high-voltage electrical systems. His work in wireless lighting and early attempts at wireless power transmission were groundbreaking, and he believed that his innovations could one day provide free, wireless energy to the world. One of his most ambitious projects was the Wardenclyffe Tower, a colossal structure built on Long Island in 1901. Tesla envisioned the tower as a global communications hub, transmitting wireless signals and even electricity across continents. But despite his vision, the project ran into major financial difficulties. Unable to secure enough funding to complete the tower, Tesla's dream of a wireless-powered world remained unfinished. Struggles and final years. After the collapse of the Wardenclyffe project, Tesla's financial situation deteriorated. Throughout the 1910s and 1920s, he continued to work on various inventions, but many of his ideas failed to attract the support or funding he needed. By this time, he had already spent much of his fortune, and his once celebrated genius began to fade from public view. Tesla lived his final years in poverty, moving from one New York hotel to another. Despite the challenges, he never stopped thinking and inventing. His health declined, and on January 7, 1943, Tesla passed away in New York City, largely forgotten by the world he had helped shape. Rediscovery and legacy. It wasn't until years after his death that the true scope of Tesla's impact on the modern world was realized. In 1960, the General Conference on Weights and Measures named the SI unit of magnetic flux density, the Tesla, in his honor. As the years passed, Tesla's ideas began to receive the recognition they deserved, and his reputation as one of history's greatest inventors grew. Today, Tesla is celebrated not just for his contributions to the electric power industry, but for his visionary ideas that were far ahead of their time. From wireless communication to renewable energy, his legacy continues to inspire generations of scientists, engineers, and dreamers. Tesla's life reminds us that sometimes the greatest ideas don't always receive immediate recognition, but can change the world in ways we can only begin to understand.